Hi, I'm Brian Hennessy. Welcome to another session of Titans, believe it or not. Today what we want to do is my favorite subject, the 4-foot tube. I want to spend some time talking about the difference between perhaps the stuff coming off a boat shipped into all over the United States versus an American-made 4-foot tube. We all know this sector of the business, a very large sector of the business. What we want to do today is just really show the difference between a spec sheet that's claiming something versus a spec sheet that might be actually real. So today, the challenge is American versus overseas. So the first thing we want to do is, the tube I have burning right here, right now, it's an overseas spec sheet. I crossed out perhaps some of the names for the product. I'm not trying to name call anybody here. This is standard operation for all of our competitors pretty much when it's coming off a boat somewhere. So here's what you'll find on this particular spec here. I left it on the bottom. You can see this particular spec. This is a 17-watt tube I have fired up right now, and they're claiming 2200 lumens. I think you can see that spec very, very clear. So what we want to do is we want to do a wattage calculation, number one, and we want to do the best we can do to measure lumens. And what we say here at Titan LED is the most important thing is not actually about the lumens, it's about how many delivered foot candles I can put on your desk for basic function operation on a daily basis. It doesn't matter how much light's in the ceiling, how much light can I get to the work surface. So that's what we're trying to prove today. So the first thing we want to do is let's go over here and measure the wattage. And this tube that's burning right now, again, the claim is 17 watts. And as you can see with the meter, it's not 17 watts, it's 22.4 watts. So a little disappointing that the spec sheet's saying 22 and now we're proving out 22.4, or the spec sheet's saying 17 and we're proving out 22.4. So that's a little disappointing that it's off that much. But let's go ahead and take a look at the foot candles over here. So the foot candles here are registering right now in at about 51, 52. We're banking back and forth on 51 or 52. So we're saying this tube, again, let me recap real quick. According to the spec sheet in my hand that we all just read, we're saying 17 watts, 2200 lumens, and now we're showing 50 foot candles, 51 foot candles. So that's the spec. So what we're trying to do here is versus the American-made product. So Jack, if you can zoom up over the top here, guys, you can see there's two tubes over the top here. They're very close, only an inch apart. I'm not going to mess with the foot candle meter. I'm trying to be as fair as I can in regards to lumen measurement. So I'm going to leave the foot candle measurement alone. I'm going to go ahead and shut this Chinese one off. And now I want to fire up the American one. Oh man, it just came on before I snapped my fingers. What we're saying on the spec here, again, American made, we're professing 17 watts. And we're going to say 2600 lumens. That's what we're saying. Again, this is American-made tube right here in Arizona. So follow me over to the watt meter. Let's see if it's correct. So again, if you take a look at this here, you'll see we're saying 17, and the watt meter saying 17.4, 17.3, 17.4. So a little closer in when it comes to the spec. You'll see that this spec sheet might be a little more accurate than what we were just seeing a couple minutes ago. Let's move it over into the lumens, and we'll find out 2600 lumens now. You can see right there we're measuring right in at about 71 foot candles. So what that's saying to you is we're about 20 foot candles greater. And if we want to do the diagnosis real quick, there's only a spread on lumens. This is 2200 lumens versus 2600 lumens. So we're seeing a spread of lumens, only 400 lumen spread difference, but we're seeing almost 20 foot candles difference on the work surface. So in today's version of Titans, believe it or not, somebody's not telling the truth here. We'll leave it up to you to be the judge. Thanks for joining us for this version of Titans, believe it or not.